Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Phantom World. You're here with Empress Porah and the beautiful goddess Skara, and episode 8 of the Phantom World starts now.
Baby, do you want it? Baby, do you want it? Baby, do you want it? Baby, do you want it?
See that? That's progress right there. I don't give a damn. That was real. That's probably gonna be the best one I ever did, and it's never gonna be another good one. Oh my mama, they gonna be fucked up from here on out. Cause I sure know I jinxed that bitch. But that was
Just
good.
now, yes.
I felt confident with it. I felt it. Clickety clackies, bitch. Clickety clackies. All right. Damn. Well, welcome back here to, the Phantom World. Happy spooky month. It is very much October. Very excited. Been looking forward for the spooky month. You see, we decked out. We looking sexy. Guess who we are in the fucking chat. Comment below what we are, who we're cosplaying. See, I had to pose on him. Hit him with a. Oh. All right. I ain't get too real away, but you know.
Some crazy pose.
Girl, better glad I ain't in my full body and I really bust a pose on you. Really bust a pose on you. But you know me. I always doing some weird shit.
You would have threw the leg up and all.
If only they knew. If only you knew, gang. You gotta come catch us when we in VRChat for the good shit. We gotta keep it cordial when we here. But when behind what they say, what happens in the dark. But yes, you guys, we are back here today with episode 8, and it's feeling really good to be back here with you guys again. Today's episode is about Too Deep in the Metaverse, aka VRChat addiction and burnout. So pretty much, this theme is pretty much going to be us talking about, how it is being a VR addict, or if you know any VR addicts, what it's like, the burnt out, the rush, all the work. So sit back and let's get cracking on it. I didn't hit my blunt because I feel like I'm just too high energy right now. I'm too high energy. Too high energy right now.
All energy is good energy as long as it's positive.
Right. So I guess mainly, let's talk about what happens when logging in becomes a lifestyle. Meaning, when you having to get up and log into VRChat, it doesn't just become something you want to do, but something you feel like you now need to do, because if not, you're going to miss out on something. Do you ever felt that way?
I've only felt like that when I was like dating someone. Especially if they have more free time than me. Because then it feels like, dang, they probably doing something. And I can't do it because I'm at work. And, I got to try to rush and get on or whatever. So that we can hang out and whatnot. But that's the only time I felt like that.
Shit. Now, for me, yeah. I can very much say I very much have been down the road of being what I guess you can label a VR addict. You remember I was in here. It was bad to the point where I was sleeping in this bitch. Wake up, get off the shower, brush my teeth, eat, get back on this bitch. And it was only because not just I didn't have anything to do, because at that time I wasn't working or nothing. But it was more so because I really never, IRL, I didn't have a lot of friends. I had friends, but I didn't have a lot of friends. I wasn't like a popular girl, you know what I'm saying? A lot of my friends stayed far off. So here in VR, when I could just get on and boom, pull up on you whenever I want, or boom, you could pull up on me. I got used to that rush, that thrill. What broke that is the burnout, which was me owning a group and shit like that. And me once you have a reason to be here and you start actually actively doing stuff, it causes that burnout. But the addiction part, I'll admit, don't clip me, chat, but I was a VR addict. I was in here year one, me being in VR. I would literally wake up in VRChat, brush my teeth, wash my face, take a shower, get back going, start hanging out, world hopping, smoking, get off, use the bathroom, brush my teeth, eat, do whatever else I gotta do to tend to my human self, and back in the VR. And I'll be in there all night to the next day, and I repeat that shit. It's toxic. It's not healthy. It's very not healthy. And I'm able to admit it. It wasn't healthy. Thankfully, we out of that.
No, it's not. You gotta log off, man.
Yeah. And like, I'm not like gonna be like all these other people online that's like, oh yeah, log off, touch grass. Like, it's okay to be here, but do take a moment and a break. Take like maybe 2-3 hours out of your day and just do some human shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe take a bubble bath.
Take care of that real bobby.
Right. Go get your hair done. Trim your beard. Ladies, get your mustache cut off. Like, come on, we can't be sitting here looking like, what is it? Wubaka, whatever that damn thing is.
Chewbacca.
That one, that motherfucker. Yep, that one right there. That right there. We don't need to be sitting here looking like two Baccas underneath the headset. We need to be baddies. We need to be beauty, not the beast, okay? Like, so I guess a little subtopic we can go on and start leading off is like, why is VRChat so addictive? And you guys, comment below. Let us know, why do you think VRChat is so addicting to some people? Maybe tell me why you think VRChat is addicting to us as VRChat users. But Kitty, what do you think? Why do you think VRChat is so addicting or can be addicting?
Because it's escape. it's like real life, but not real life, and it's easier to do than actual life. People get on here to, like, boost up their confidence, talk more, too much confidence sometimes, not gonna lie. But they do anything. They get on here to socialize, and that's what it's for. It's a social app, And they get on here to work on themselves, to whatever, and then sometimes it can get to a point where it's them taking. If that makes sense, they're taking everything out of this game, and it's just turning them into like this weird, basically a monster. Like, because people gain egos. Oh, I make avatars, I make worlds, I'm famous, blah, blah, blah. You're not famous. Nobody knows you for real. Like, they might know you on this game, but that's about it. Could you tell some random person, they not gonna know who you are, what you do. They're gonna look at you like, huh?
Okay.
What are you talking about? Like,
Yeah, my face.
like, so, with that mindset, when they get on, and they're on every day, they're getting that attention. People love their avatars. They love like the attention they're receiving, because they don't get that when they're with their real body, So on here, it's just like, dang, I'm someone here, so I might as well, keep getting on. Let me keep getting on and getting on and getting on, and eventually they'll start to hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because soon they'll notice that people are only there for certain reasons. And some people are actually here for genuine connections or whatever, but they don't really care about that. They're just there for like attention. They're just there for the validation, whatever they can get, pretty much. And when they don't, I get like the genuine stuff, and they see that other people are treated like differently, or they meet people who have genuine people like us. We'll meet people that say that they're friends, and 2 weeks later they're not friends no more. And I'm like, well, like, I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
No, you're so right. And you know what? You hit a lot of the nails, like, right on top of the fucking head. The only thing I would add on to that is the fact that a lot of people here are not people who got to experience the rush of life, like you were saying. So when they get here in VR, it's party, party, party. This girl, this guy, this attention, this, party, party, party. Drink, 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 smoke, smoke, smoke. Crash. Repeat. Drink, drink, drink. Party, party, party. Crash, crash, crash. It's the same loop over and over, and they get so hell-bent in it, thinking like, oh, this is they get held in that new form built reality they made for themselves. When this is an escape from reality and a safe space to come, enjoy your pleasures of life, but then keep you balanced with your everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you went to work, you did whatever you had to do. Even if you don't work, you got up, you did whatever it is you had to do, and then you come to VR. Do you come hang out, drink, and it's not an everyday thing. And I think that's something a lot of people don't understand. That's how VRChat becomes addicting. It's not just the people; it's the obsessive drinking. Is because a lot of these people are alcoholics, and I can admit I am a diagnosed alcoholic, and I can say that I fell in that loophole. You've even had to speak to me about it. The fact like
Yeah.
you're drinking back to back and it's been 2-3 weeks and you're still drinking. Like, that's a problem. And that's like something that seems to be a problem here in VRChat because everyone's getting drunk. Everyone's drinking. And it's so encouraging. I'm not saying it's a problem because I love it. We love the term. This is what you come here for. But when it becomes a loop where it's month 2 and you're still drinking and partying and you haven't done nothing but drink and party, what the fuck? And now the drinking and the party is taking over your life because you don't have money to do other stuff because you're buying money on alcohol, you're buying money on full body, money on PC, money for this, money for that, money for that, money. Now you're getting it ass backwards. Like,
And then, they like to beg for help. And I'm like, you can't really beg because you're spending all your money on this game when it's only supposed to be like, something fun for you to do.
mm-hmm.
And you're spending it on garbage. Nothing important. I mean, you could buy an avatar here and there, you could get your little full body or whatever. But make sure you got yourself before you purchase what you want to purchase. Because this is just entertainment. You got to take care of real life first. Because VR not going to give you a place to live in real life. Like,
Sure damn not. Because that Wi-Fi go off, VRChat
it might
going
be
off.
rules, but your body going to be real cold.
Real cold. And that definitely ties into our next topic, which is like living more in VRChat than in reality. When, VR friends feel more like real life ones. And, even to, sleeping in VR versus sleeping in real life and things like that. And I think I can very much speak on that a bit more than Kitty when it comes to the whole point of sleeping in VRChat, right? I'll let you hit on the whole friends versus IRL, but sleeping in VR basis, like, that is a fucking problem. It's a lot of people that do it, and I do it. It's a habit that I wish I never would have started because I broke it, thankfully. But you get so used to sleeping and feeling like, oh, someone's here talking to you, fall asleep. You have this world, this music, this place. You get so used, you get your body used to that. That is all you can do. Like, it got so bad at one point, and I knew I had to stop sleeping in VR when I could not sleep unless I was in VR. Like, I'm like, damn, I've been up like 2 days because I have not had nobody live with me in VR. And I'm like, that's a problem. That's a fucking problem. I am a grown ass woman. Out my mouth, I can't sleep unless I am in a virtual game with a big ass microwave on my face. That don't make sense. And then it starts the scarring on your face. Like, I have the VR marks where it used to, where my face is lighter at the at the top than it is at the bottom because, my lights are on and it's beaming on my face 24/7. Like, that shit is not, I had to stop that shit. I did. Like, I even have nights where I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna sleep on VR. Or even I start laying down in VR with my headset on and eventually I get up, take my headset off, and I take my ass to fucking bed and get some real healthy sleep. Even if it's for 2-3 hours, it at least is a little bit, it's a start.
Yeah, it can get too crazy.
Mm.
And you don't even notice that you're like doing it too. Until you actually like take the time to look at yourself in the mirror, because you can see the indents of where the headsets be sitting, your hair, especially if you have like kinky curly hair like we do. You can see the indent in our hair, like
From where that fucking headset been sitting on
especially if
your
your hair
shit.
is curly. Yeah. You can
Hell
see
yeah.
the indent. I'm just like, damn, I've been in here too long. It's time to get off.
Too
But I have
motherfucking
fell
long.
asleep a few times in here. But it was never to a point where I was like, it was always accidental. I'd be like watching a show or a movie, and it was just boring me, or I was already tired from the day or whatever, and I just accidentally fell asleep, or I'm drunk, fell asleep before, but I wake back up. But nothing too crazy. I haven't stayed on here fully to sleep. Um, so,
Hell
but
yeah.
I can't really sleep on here comfortably either. I'd be
Hell
waking up
yeah.
too often.
Hell yeah. And then on the topic of, VR chat friends feeling, more like IRL ones. Would you like to start off the little mini discussion on that, my love?
I mean, I like to think that all my friends that I meet are my actual friends, you know? It's not about online or in real life for me. Because if the person is real with me and they're genuine, we've been talking for how long and we hang out like almost every day or at least once a week, then that's my friend. Like we're cool. There's no like back and forth. It's just that you're far away from me, and that's fine. I don't have an issue with that as long as we get to hang out every once in a while, you know. But if I mean, this goes into another topic, but like I'm the type of person I want and I yearn for genuine connections. This goddamn dog, but and and like I don't. She knows. Most people that know me know that I don't really like having people added me if we're not gonna hang out. If I don't see you for like over a couple weeks or months, I'm unadding you. And I'm not adding you back because what was the point of having me as a friend if we're not going to talk to each other? You feel me? So for me, whether it's online or real life, those are my friends no matter what. And I'm going to be there for them. Even if I can't be there physically, I'm going to be there mentally or emotionally, however I need to be there. The best I can. Because that's just the type of person I am. So that's how
No.
I see it.
No, you're right. I agree with you. I am very much the same way. That's why we work so well. Like puzzle pieces, bitches. Don't hate, she's mine. But like for me, I'm the same way. Like I said before, I don't have a lot of IRL friends. The ones I do have, they do stay hours away. Like all my friends are about an hour and a half away from me, plus, right? So like I don't see like if my IRL best friend Naya, she has very much coming to VR and she can confirm if she was here. Shout out to you, Naya Moody. uh I treat them the same way. It's no difference. It's no thing. But my VR friends do, I can't admit, feel more closer to me than my IRL friends. And that's only because I hang out with them a little bit more. It's because it's not where I have to, hey, call you up or, hey, text you this or I can actually come here. We can go play games together. We can go sit together. We can actually talk together doing these things versus me telling you about it on the phone, you telling me. So it does feel a little bit more real and it makes me want to be around them a little bit more. But it doesn't make me value that, like their value changes. Like they're still very much equal, very much close to me. I'd be damned if anyone ever was to talk about my IRL friend and I sit there and allow it to happen. And just like I'd be damned if you sit here thinking you're going to talk about my VR friends and I allow that to happen. It's not because I see them as the same. They're my girls. They're my dude. Like, that's my homie. Point blank, period. So I very much get you. Hell yeah. But then that moves on to the toll of the burnt out. You know, like where drama, friendships, consistent like socializing, you know, the lack of sleep, the headache, sickness, you know, the emptiness of longing for actual real connection. Like, for example, we can all admit as VRChat players, when VRChat servers are down, we have to then what? We're forced to socialize. Everyone's in the Discord servers, everyone's this, everyone's that. And it's like a chaotic breakdown for a lot of people. Right, and that's like a toll of the burnout from us being so addicted to this game that burnout or that what is it when you have a relapse, you know, over this addiction that we have. It's crazy. Like I can honestly admit I have the headaches. I have like where sometimes we can admit headaches where you take your headset off and your eyes are watering or it's like the light is too bright. You're like, oh my God, why do I do this to myself? But then once again, my friends are like, hey, we're getting on to do this. And I'm like, shit, let me wipe these tears away and I'm back in this
Let's
bitch
go.
game. Get lit. You know, and it's a sad truth. You know, it's the hard outcome of what we do for being here in VR chat. But I can say the drama has definitely been a burnt out. Shout out to the Dark Lotus. We have officially closed my baby, but she had to close peacefully, and that's the reason I could talk about it now. Like, it was the burnt out, it was the drama, the consistency of me having to socialize with people. And Kitty could say she's been here literally from the very beginning. The doors opened, the server dropped. She was the first person in, right? I was doing a lot. I was putting a lot on my shoulders, and it becomes way, way, way too much, and it made me burn out to the point of me opening another group. Shout out to the Furry Empire, where I have people coming in helping, who's contributing, and I'm not burning myself out. And then like being around a lot of the human people and hearing this drama, I got so tired of it. Even to the point now, I don't be around the human people a lot. They start having drama, a minor pop in your shit. You kick me on some bullshit, I'ma leave permanently because I'm tired. Like that, I just don't care anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. That's my burnout, gang. What about you? What you think about that? Just the whole toll of the burnout.
I mean, yeah. I get burnt out of the thing. You know I do, because I'll be like, I can't be on EBR for right now. I'll be gone for like 2 weeks or so, sometimes even longer. And it's just, me personally, it's just because I need attention, and I'm not getting it. So it's just like, I'm not getting on this game for what? Because I'm seeing this person be with this person, I'm seeing that person hang out with that person, and it's just like, well damn. Where's my person at?
Run.
But like, it's not even like a friendship thing either, because Porah, she'll get on anytime I need her to, but like, it's just like a different kind of connection that you're looking for. Oh my god.
That was perfect timing.
My brother's stupid, bro. But yeah, so it's just like, when you're looking for certain things and you're not finding it in the game, it's kind of just like, well, what's the point of getting on, you know? It just feels kind of, I'll do something else today. I'll do something in real life. I'll go for a run. I'll go for a walk. I'll read a book. I'll do something else, you know? And that's kind of what I've been doing recently. I haven't been on as much. I'm not burnt out. I'm just kind of like, I kind of lost my, I guess, somewhat of a passion to be on. I only ever on here to just see her and my little brother and then, you know, record. And that's about it. I don't really get on like that no more to do nothing. I play on my actual game, like my Xbox and whatnot. But, you know, it's just, it can get to a point where it's just too much, and it's worse than real life sometimes. And you don't need both. Especially me, I don't need both. Like, to be piling up on both sides. So
Hell yeah.
I like to keep the peace and harmony.
Type shit. Type shit. Peace and harmony. Yeah. Nah, you're so right. And like, you know, even like this game, it is built to be a place where you can come and you get pulled in. You know, it's some people that doesn't have nothing to do. They just make money like that. Some of us that do, some of us that don't. You know, but we need to remember that, you know, binge watching the movies and chilling with these people, party, drink is cool, but take some time and take care of you. Take care of the real avatar. You know what I'm saying? You know, meet up with some of your other friends in different actual lobbies, aka real bars, real clubs, real parties. You know, you have these amazing vibes and energies here in VR, and use that same vibe you have when you walk into Just Be, when you walk into FBT Heaven, what is it, drinking nights. You walk into there and you, what's up everybody, what's up, da da da, ha da da. Have that same energy when you go to a real club, and I promise you, will make friends. You'll have these things. And you know, this isn't to bash the people who aren't able to do these things, because you know, some of us are antisocial, some of us are not extroverts, some of us are introverts, and that's fine. But you know, take some time to, you know, even if you're an introvert, read a book, breathe some air. You ain't gotta touch grass, but just open the door and let your dog out for a little bit and go out there and play with your dog. Take your cat outside. Let your
Get you
cat
some
see what it's like
vitamins,
to
bro.
touch the grass for a little. Let him put his paws in the grass a little bit. Take your fish on a walk. Put him in the bowl, carry him outside. Let your fish see what it's like to be outside for a little bit. You know, that's all we saying, twin. What?
Fish is crazy. No. Fish is crazy. Gonna
Yo.
be carrying the bowl around.
Yo. Damn, that's just crazy. Well, you know how we do, gang. You will definitely see us here in about 2 more weeks when we drop another EP on your ass. We are slowly wrapping this shit up. Season 1 is coming to an end. We got episode 9 and then episode 10. And that's it for season 1. Thank you to everyone who's been here since we started. Hell yeah. We finishing that bitch. Thank you to everybody who has come in as a guest. Shout out to all of the people who's been a guest on our, podcast. Thank you to everyone that has, taken the time to watch or made it this far. Comment below, like, follow, subscribe. Like, that shit helps us. I get on all the time and check it. It means the world to me. Then I go bother her. I'm like, hey, look at this. Someone said this. Someone did this. We got this. We very much care. We are building a Discord server here soon, so you guys can interact with us a little bit more on getting a little closer. Our Patreon will be up soon for more closer takes on things. We're going to start setting up stuff. We're going to talk a little bit more on that for you guys here soon, so you can, donate to the cause. Look, we like monies, gang. I like monies. We like monies.
Money.
It goes towards supporting us, We like the monions. Shout out to the Real Body Baddies, you 21 plus. Make sure you go follow the Real Body Baddies on VRChat. Pull up to either Goddess Scour or me if you ever see us in VRChat, and we'll very much invite you. The only thing we ask, you gotta be 21 plus, biological woman, only because we're trying to make a biological woman safe space, no offense. And also, you have to have your picture up to let us see that you are a baddie in real life and here in VRChat. Okay, babies? If you are a furry and of age, come check out the Furry Empire. Come fuck with this kid right here. She's trying to get into her dancing and shit like that. So come check her out. Request for her to come dance at the Furry Empire. So that way I could force her to come. Request for her, gang.
Force me to go.
Be what they say on there. Be her reason to get back on.
Goodbye.
On that note, Kitty, do your thing.
We go F with y'all. We go F with y'all.